Don't skip this. Just give me the next 3 minutes of your focus. And I promise you, something in you will change forever. Let me ask you something real. No sugarcoating, no filters. What goes on inside her mind when it finally hits her that you're not coming back? Not texting, not liking her story. Not orbiting, not checking her page. Not watching from a distance. Not waiting for her to make the first move. Just gone, you didn't announce it. You didn't lash out, you didn't storm off in anger. Or post some indirect quote about healing. You vanished in silence, not out of spite. Not to play games, but because you finally woke up. You realize that chasing someone who threw you away is not love. It's not strength, it's self-abandonment. And you're done betraying yourself for temporary attention. This video isn't just a breakdown. It's a psychological map of what happens inside her soul. The moment your energy, your presence, your loyalty becomes absent. I'll walk you through 10 deep psychological turning points that take place. The moment you disappear with dignity, how your absence becomes a presence, how your stillness flips her inner world upside down, and how you, by doing nothing but walking away, become the mirror that forces her to confront herself. If you're done being her backup plan, if you're ready to become the man she never saw coming, and can never forget, hit that like, subscribe and comment below. My silence speaks louder than my pain. Let's begin. 1. She thought you'd come crawling back until you didn't. She's seen the pattern before. Pull away, go cold, and he panics. Most men do. You chase, you explain. You justify, you flood her phone with long texts and voice notes. At 2 a.m., you beg her to come back to the table. She flipped over, but this time you didn't flinch. No closure talk, no last message. No one more chance. You left the chat. Not just literally, but energetically. She didn't just lose a guy. She lost a mirror that used to reflect her power. She was used to being the storm. But now you're the silence after the storm. And silence is louder than drama. Dua? Her mind breaks before her heart ever does. Here's the truth no one tells you. It's not her heart that breaks first. It's her ego. You were supposed to be predictable. She knew how to manipulate the rhythm. Pull back, you chase. Go cold, you get warm. Pretend not to care, you flood in with validation. Now that formula doesn't work anymore. And guess what? That's when panic sets in. She starts checking your story views, refreshing the chat, lurking your online status. But the more she looks, the more she realizes you're gone. Not just physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. You're not frozen in pain. You're evolving, and her mind can't comprehend it. She starts questioning her own value. Was I never enough? Did he actually love me? Why isn't he devastated like I expected? That spiral, that unraveling, it starts in the mind before the heart ever catches up. 3. Your silence is not weakness. It's strategy. Let's destroy a myth right now. Silence is not passive, it's precision. Every second you stay silent, she starts writing your story in her head. Is he done? Has he met someone better? Is he over me? What if I was the problem? She used to feel powerful when you reacted. Every time you got emotional. She knew she had influence. But now her tricks fall flat. Because silence does something words never can. It shows restraint. and restraint is the loudest form of strength, for you become the mystery she can't decode. In her mind, you were just another guy. She thought she figured you out, emotionally soft, always available, easy to manipulate. But now you're a puzzle with missing pieces. Your silence isn't loud, it's calm. Your absence isn't passive. It's focused. She checks your socials. Nothing. No sad quotes, no moving on selfies. Just stillness, and nothing torments the feminine ego. Like a man she can no longer calculate. You don't exist in her story anymore. You've become the untouchable chapter. The what if she can't rewrite, and the curiosity that morphs into obsession 5. When you went cold, she started to burn. She expected to watch you collapse. Expected to watch you fall apart and beg for closure. Instead, you gave her emotional winter. No warmth, no response. No desperation, and now she's the one burning. Her ego melting, her self-image shattered. See, the cruel twist is this. You didn't destroy her with cruelty. You destroyed her illusions with indifference. And that's what hurts the most. 6, her ego can't digest being irrelevant. She didn't need you when you were always there. But now that you're not, suddenly she's starving. Starving for a response, for a notification. For a hint that she still matters. But nothing comes because you're not trying to win. You already won the moment you chose yourself. She made you feel invisible when you were present. Now she's feeling irrelevant because you're absent. That's not karma, that's clarity. 7. The mirror you left behind shows her the truth. You were her emotional sponge. You absorbed the guilt, the silence. The games you kept loving when she stopped caring. But when you left, she was left alone with her own reflection. That mirror, it doesn't lie. It shows her the version of herself she tried to hide. Immature, emotionally manipulative, ego-driven, and without you to blame, she has to face what's real. The truth, she lost a man who would have done anything for her, and now would do nothing. 8, your evolution is her insecurity. She expected you to heal slow. Expected pain. Expected you to stalk her stories and send sad playlists at midnight. But you flip the script while she's busy spiraling. You've started rebuilding your confidence upper. Your mind clear, your spirit reconnected. Now she's the one watching from a distance. Watching your glow up. Wondering how you're getting better while she's stuck. Your evolution, it's not revenge. It's proof you never needed her validation to begin with. 9, emotional detachment is the new attraction. Most men try to win her back with gifts. Attention, desperate messages. But you mastered the most dangerous trait of all. Emotional detachment, and now she's magnetized, not to what you say, but to the fact that you say nothing. It's not the noise that attracts her anymore. It's the quiet power, the dignity, the boundaries. You're no longer her comfort zone. You're a mystery wrapped in purpose. And that's irresistible. At 10, you didn't just leave her. You liberated yourself. Let's make something clear. This story was never about making her miss you. This story was always about you reclaiming your identity. You stopped bleeding for someone who kept handing you the knife. You stopped giving CPR to a dead connection. And most importantly, you stopped negotiating your worth with someone who couldn't even see it. Now you're not just gone, you're reborn. And she's left. replaying memories you've already outgrown. Final words. You didn't lose her, you found yourself. And sometimes the most powerful message is no message at all. The most deafening sound is peace. And the most attractive energy is a man who no longer needs to prove his value. If this hit home, comment below. I choose peace over validation. Hit like, subscribe, and join the brotherhood of men rising in silence. Until next time, stay untouchable.